Grand Rising Cosmic family, welcome back to another video on McCurry University, where you're here to learn deeper knowledge of self, enlightenment, and activate your light body. Now, before we get started in the video, I just want to appreciate you for joining and tuning into the content. If you enjoyed it so far and watched my previous videos, I do appreciate it. Much gratitude sent out to you. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave some comments down below and like the video. So, the last video I dropped was about the houses. If you haven't already, make sure you go check that out. It's a very lengthy video because I really go in depth on what the houses are as far as the connectivity between the planets and the signs and just the simple basics. Because you got the simple and basic stuff. There's deeper shit that I can talk about that I'm going to go in depth with each sign and house, but I just want to sprinkle it in there as far as just helping you understand the sign, house, and planet at the same time, so that you're not like learning this shit separate and then thinking of it separate, So today we're going to be talking about sun signs. It's a pretty short video. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be, short. I will be describing like the energy of the sun and just how to like understand the sun as well outside of astrology in this video, because it does play a part and it does matter. So make sure you take some notes, just focus on the message and don't worry about the messenger. You feel me? So sun signs are strictly about focus. If you understand the sun, the planet sun, the energy of the sun more so than the planet, but just the energy of the sun, you'll see that it's warm, hot, bright. It illuminates everything, right? When the sun's out, you see everything. You feel me? Sun pretty much produces the proton energies that allow you to create in this realm as well. The sun energy is all about creativity. It's all about vitality, having strength and energy, and actually being confident in who you are as a person. So it's similar to the first house as an identity, but it's really the focus of what you're trying to do with your identity more so than your identity, because Leo energy and the sun energy are one and the same. So if you want to understand just sun energy on a characteristic level, just think about Leos and how they act. Okay, they're very luminous beings. They like to, be flashy from time to time. They like to, grab the attention because it's that fire energy and it's fixed, so it's fixated on your attention. When you see the sun rise, it's on a fixed axis. It's going to rise in the same place. It's going to set in the same place. Fixed. That's fixed energy. Okay, same thing with you. When the sun energy itself, not the sign, but the actual planet of the sun, is all about fixating its energy on what the sign it's in. So if you're a sun in Virgo, you're going to fixate on things about Virgo energy. What is Virgo energy? Just to keep it simple, it's Mercury, day-to-day life and tasks and whatnot. It's earth energy, so it's very grounded. Or for another example, if you're a Pisces sun, you're going to have more focus on creativity and actually tapping in with the unseen realm, the spiritual realm, and actually, healing people within. So, and showing forth compassion towards animals and just the world on a holistic level. So yeah, like sun's all about just focus, what you're really putting your drive into. Damn, I had a good as shit though. Cold. But the sun is all about what you put your drive into, similar to the Mars. The only difference is the Mars is more so your battery. The sun is like your projector, or like the screen, I guess, or like how you project things, or your eyes, because it's seeing things, and the sun sees and it shines upon the planet. It reveals, it enlightens and illuminates and casts upon a spotlight on things. So like if you're into tarot, you get a sun card. It's all about spotlight, putting a light on something, or seeing the light within, seeing your vitality of who you are, being confident in who you are as a person, and take pride in that, and to a level where it's not only prideful, but it's also within humility. It's balance, because you still got to have that 0 point energy of balance. But with Leo energy, you're taking that balance and you're acting upon it. Or with the sun energy, you're taking that balance and you acting upon it depending on what sign it's in. I know I keep saying Leo and the sun, but specifically the sun sign, depending on what sign it's in, it'll do good or bad, and that's considered exalted. So Just a side note, for positive placements, you'll have an exalted or home placement, and then for negative placements or struggling placements, you'll have debilitated and falls, okay? And all this means is one sign or can operate with certain planets better than the others, and vice versa. You know, certain signs can't operate with certain signs, you know, or certain planets can't operate with certain signs. This is just the way energy works with polarity. So when it comes to sun energy, how to understand who you are, it is connected to your ego for sure. Similar, like I said, similar to the first house, but it's the expression of the ego at this point. So sun energy is about expressing yourself, expressing the energies within, and that's why I say you have to go deeper than your sun sign, because you have to understand what you're expressing. Your energy is going to be that way of expressing what's in you. So like I said, like the Virgo energy, that's the way you express that shit. But what are you expressing, okay? The how and the what are two different things. How you express your vision and your goals and focus is different from what you're expressing, okay? Where is it coming from is basically what I'm saying. And your birth chart will tell you that if you understand how the houses are set up through my video that I dropped. And if you don't understand, feel free to, you know, like I say, comment down below and I'll just give more in-depth detail on the houses, the planets, and the signs. But yeah, sun energy is very important to understand, because it's the ego, but it's the drive of the ego and what you pretty much focus on in this reality. So to break it down on another level, if you think about a 3D printer, all right, and this is the sun. I'm gonna break down the sun in a way where you can really understand the process of manifestation with the sun, right? Because that's what the sun truly is how you manifest as well. And this reality, it's your focus, it's your creativity, right? Think of a 3D printer, all right? Think of the sun as a cosmic 3D printer, okay? It projects light, and you can use these light photons. If you sun gaze, you can communicate and you can create a reality. And with this reality, it's being formed. The materials of the reality is literally the carbon-based block of all life. Okay, that's the materials that you'll put into 3D printer, right? Boom. You're sending downloads of information. That's pretty much the computer side of things. You're the computer side of things, sending the information to that device to then help you create manifest. That's what the sun sign is. Okay, how you do it in the information you're giving it is based upon your birth chart. See now? See, I'm trying to break it down in a way where it's technology involved, because a lot of things in astrology is very based upon a certain type of technology with the body, because our bodies, these meat fucking suits, these meat suits here, technology. It's a biological technology. It's biotechnology basically, and it's on a high ass level dealing with genetics that we're never taught, because they don't want us to know the truth. They don't want us to know the truth about bloodlines and DNA sequences, same shit they show you on Assassin's Creed, okay? And the reincarnation cycle dealing with the zodiac signs play into that. And your sun sign will show how you come into this world today, presently, currently, and what you project. It's how you project it though. And the what comes with the deep understanding of your other planets. You kind of understanding their aspects, places, placements. Are there good placements, challenging placements, neutral placements? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where you have to study yourself on a paper. Okay, that's all astrology is. Yourself on a not just a paper, physically, but a digital and Akashic record. Okay, it's your Akashic records it's delivered to you through the internet. Okay. So, we'll get into like sun and such and such, sun and that, later on down the line for sure. But I just want to break down just the planet of the sun. I said the planet of the sun. I don't know why I say it like that, because I don't believe the planet is, I said the planet. I don't believe the sun is a planet for real, but I'm going to call it a planet just for astrology purposes. But yeah, the sun placement, I'm going to just leave it there. The sun placement is very important. Okay, and as you can see, the sun is illuminating on me, revealing the light within me. You know what I'm saying? It's all circulated in a loop, and it all comes around. Basically, it's all connected. But yeah, the sun energy is very, very vital. It's not the only sign though. It's not the only sign. Okay, it's not. And you have to understand that deeply, because people these days only know their sun sign, and they think they're They're just that, and they act accordingly just to that energy, not knowing that you have so many other energies going on. But because you don't know these things, you're legitimately just doing shit out of ignorance at this point. But I'm gonna just end it here. You know what I'm saying? I told you it wasn't gonna be too long of a video. I wasn't trying to like stretch it out too far to where, you know, I'm just saying extra shit that don't really apply to the video and just stretching it out. But yeah, I'll leave us at the comment by saying Grand Rising, peace to all the gods and goddesses. Welcome to the universe, the Makerba University, and I hope I taught you a valuable lesson about astrology and the sun. And I say I appreciate you for tuning in. If you made it to this point, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, comment down below other topics of esoteric knowledge or anything dealing with, you know, growth that you would like for me to talk. It doesn't have to be esoteric. It could just be about relationships. Like I dead ass can just, I got you. Feel me? But you got to work with me as well, so that I'm building up this curriculum for you guys to come back to from time to time, and not just watch this video once and be like, okay, I got it. No, start here, go, and then just follow your journey, and then sometimes you got to just come back around and just do it one more time to see what you didn't really pay attention to and what you really mastered. All right, so sending you high vibrations, sending you love, and may gratitude be upon you. Yeah.